Chris, do you feel something of a political football at the moment?
No. I think education is very political. I always think education is very political. No, I needed to raise the profile of the development of the school, what we wanted to achieve here and develop here. There's a huge amount of support for a sixth form development. Okay, there's a huge demand for us to get bigger in terms of pupil places. And I needed to raise that profile with obviously the leaders within Thurrock, the council members within Thurrock. So I don't feel that at all at the moment, no.
But the words that were read out in the letter in the council about if you could, you would leave the school would leave the borough, so to speak. Did you really mean that?
Well, I love the area first of all. I love Thurrock, and I don't want to take this school into any different area. Of course I don't. I love Thurrock. I love the people of it. I worked here now for 7 years. I think the students are the best students I've ever worked with, and the parents are fantastic. So it's not a reflection on the area. What I'm saying is I want the local authority to really get behind this school and to start building partnerships with us. And that line was written, with an element of frustration. The fact that obviously I'm finding it difficult in my plans, which reflect the needs of the community and what the community wants and what the people in the community want. I'm very much an ambassador of that. I want to see this school move and develop in those areas, and I want to work with the local authority on it, not against them, but with them.
So, but what happened was when all that was discussed in the chamber, there was also a vote of no confidence in the council leader, Gary Hay, and some people felt that the biggest vote of no confidence in the council was given by you outside the chamber. Are you comfortable with that?
Well, it's not a really reflection on Gary or his leadership skills within the council. I know Gary very well, and I think he's an excellent ambassador within the local community. So it's not a reflection of that. I said in the letter also that we've had a sort of like a roller coaster relationship with the local authority. And what I want to do now is move forward, and this is an opportunity for them to move forward. For 5 years this school has been on the minimum funding guarantee for education, and yet we're still the most improved secondary school in the country. We are offering value for money here, in terms of the education, in terms of the money we're given by the council. I want to start working positively with the local authority. But at the same time, my role is to try and deliver an education that the Chafford and the West Thurrock community members want, and also the developments that they want also. They want a sixth form, and it's my role to try and deliver on that.
So that was almost 3 weeks ago that they had that council meeting. What contact, if any, have you had with the council?
I've spoken to a number of councillors. I met with the councillors before, and to be honest, this was before I actually wrote the letter, so they knew that I was feeling obviously passionate about it, and really wants to drive this forward. But they know I spoke to them individually. I get on really well with Sue and Ojatola Tundi. They're fantastic councillors for the area and fantastic supporters of this school. And also Carl Morris. Really pleased with the developments of the school and how much the school's made progress in recent times. And I'm talking to them obviously about the situation of the sixth form. In the end though, because I was with the local authority coming up against a barrier, I felt the need to write the letter.
So with the failure of the Building Schools for the Future bid, where does that leave you?
Well, the campus development had nothing really to do with the Building Schools for the Future. The Building Schools for the Future is replacing older derelict buildings or older buildings with newer ones for those schools that need it. This school has got a fantastic building, but everybody knows that it's not big enough for the demand that's in the local area, for the housing development that's taking place. So we really don't want to be part of the BSF in terms of, we don't need the building replaced, we just need it expanded. And what I'm saying, as part of the capital money that was available, the capital funding that was available, the campus was overlooked. We are delivering the diplomas, we're delivering business and ICT, we intend to do that at level 3. Okay, we are an applied learning high performing school, so we will deliver some vocational, we want to deliver apprenticeship training, we want to deliver the Cambridge Pre-U and AS level qualifications at post-16. We've looked into what this community needs in terms of curriculum, and we're prepared to offer that at post-16. It's really important. And within that capital money that was available, we were told it was you know, £7 million. We don't know how much we're going to get for raising the participation age. We were told this money is vital, and I'm massively disappointed that this school was overlooked. Very pleased for the other schools that they've got the money, but massively disappointed for my own school. And of course, as my own school, I'm going to fight the corner as hard as I can, because I see the students every day, I see the parents every day. They want a sixth form, and to be honest, they deserve one.
So could we envisage a situation in one shape or form that Chafford 100 and every other school in Thurrock within 5-10 years' time will be totally independent of the LEA?
Well, look, in the end of the day, I don't want this school to become an academy and be independent from the local authority, but if that's what's needed to help with the financial situation, okay, the schools have to face and deal with on a regular basis, and if that's what it takes to become 11 to 18 school, okay, then that's what will happen. You know, very much so. In the end, I have to find the avenue, the route into giving the community the school that it wants, and obviously that includes post-16 provision. And
finally, where are we with the numbers for next year?
Well, as you know, the admission places in Chafford 100 and West Thurrock has always been a very political issue. Recently, with the primary schools, you know, I've got a legal limit of 867. The local authority had known that. You know, 2.5 years ago, local authority officers came to a governor's meeting requesting that we take 180. We said we would. Okay, they were really delighted with that, but we said, look, we can only do that for 3 years before the building needs further investment. We have a situation where if I've got 180 in September joining us, that's 3 years, and we have no investment. We can't go over our legal limit, and that is the issue. At the same time, you've got Warren, Tudor Court and Chafford Primary getting bigger and bigger. Okay, there comes a situation where we will not, our three main feeder schools, we haven't even talked about Stifford, which is also one of our main feeder schools, and West Thurrock Primary, which is also one of our main feeder schools, get a situation where the numbers at those 5 schools, will far exceed what we can offer here. You know, we have a situation where so the population in this area is growing, and demand for the school, as it becomes more successful, is huge. You know, parents want to send their child to the school of their choice. We've also got a situation where the participation age is rising. You know, any child currently in year 8 has to stay on the school till they're 17. Okay, we are a high performing school. We've given ourselves the opportunity of developing the sixth form presumption because we're high performing, and it's our right, after I asked the parents, the staff and the students of Chafford 100 campus that that's what the option they wanted to take. So, you know, in terms of pupil numbers, we need to see an expansion. Now, for £3 million to have a sixth form of 200, as a start, with possibilities of expansion, but as a start, and also then be able to take 180 in every year group, that's quite a small investment when the local authority have got capital money available to them to do this. The money, from what I know, regarding the capital funding money available, is for diploma delivery, and we are delivering on the diplomas. So I don't understand why we've been overlooked, and that's my whole point with the local authority. And yet I've yet to hear a good reason why we've been overlooked.